Hi, this is ring.com. There is a problem with this device. The problem is that when I apply a total darkness, it doesn't start to activate the infrared, so I can't see in the night picture at total darkness. So I suspect this is a hardware problem, and it must be related to the photosensor. Yes, the photosensor of that activate the infrared LED. And I remember that when this happens, you should hear a noise. This is a click, and then it's activated the infrared. So I will now try to search for a screwdriver in order to open it. So let's start. There are only few screws to open it. This one, I think 6 screws, and the 2 from the bottom. So now we will do the disassembly and try to see if I can get to the correct point. Maybe a solder problem, soldering, cold soldering or something like this, hopefully. So there are 2 Allen screws below. By the way, it's a very good habit to have something that will catch all the screws so they won't go away and you don't lose them. So I will use this tiny plastic. Hopefully I remember how to put them back together again. Okay, so this is opening. I don't like the open of this one, but you should apply a little force in order to take it out. I couldn't find a better way to do it, to remove the cover. So I will apply the force in order to remove it. Maybe there is a better way to do it, but I'm not sure about it. Okay, so this is the cover. Sensor is doing nothing. There are 2 additional screws below. This one and this one in the middle, and I see they are all same size. So you just need to remember that 2 screws are below this cover, so you should put it back the same place. Now it is not opening, so I will lose this part, and here we are. So where is the sensor? We have here an antenna. We have here an antenna. We have, yes. Basically, I've already opened this one before, so I don't remember why I soldered this place, so the antenna is soldered. So anyway, I will have to reopen it. There is the battery connector, and I must open it. There is no way to avoid this. This is the battery connector. Trying to understand how the battery connector is connected. This is the battery, by the way. This is a little mystery. I'm not sure if I want to disconnect the battery, but I did it to be on the safe side. So now I will try to get, the battery is just a plug. So now I will try to get to the photo sensor. There are boards that are connected. There's a connector between them. There are here tiny screws, like the ones that we already opened. Three screws. I expect another one, but there is no another one. I don't know why they put the tape here. This is interesting. Okay, there is a plug, and there is the wires that I've connected. I don't know why I did it. I don't remember, basically. Maybe I have extended the antenna, I don't remember really. Now I want to get to the sensors. I need to remove the soldering of the antenna, so I will do it other way. It will be very hard to get there. So let's remove the soldering. I don't remember if this is an extension or what I did here, but I had a problem with the distance, so probably this is why I have soldered it. So now it is disconnected. There is a flat cable, be careful about it. You need to remove the tiny flat cable here in order to get this board out. And this is a spacer and another spacer and another one. And okay, these are the infrared, but they worked okay for me, so there shouldn't be any issue with the infrared. Again, I need to understand where is the sensor, the tiny sensor. So let's open these two screws to get into the camera. Wow. They put here another tiny spacer. Not spacer, it's an isolator on these tiny screws, so careful not to lose them. Probably this screw can short without it. So now I think this is the camera. I'm not sure if this is a plug or not. Yes, it is a plug. Okay, so here is the camera board. Now let's see where the sensor is. The sensor should be here. These are LEDs and these are LEDs. So where is the sensor? Where is the tiny sensor. Where is it? Let's no sensor. Anyway, I don't see it. Okay, here is the microphone. You can see this is the microphone, and I don't see any clue for the sensor. Unless it is in the last board, which can be. I find it very easy, very hard, sorry, very hard to be the problem with the sensor on this board, because I don't see, there is a LED here, by the way. The LED is not a sensor. Maybe there is a sensor on the bottom of this part, but I'm not sure. God, I have to open the last screws. If we're done so far, so let's continue. So another 6 screws. There is a microphone connected here, so I have to be very gentle with this board, but no 6, sorry, we have 8 screws. If you have a very gentle, this says a glue or something. Wow. So this is the last board. And I just see a LED, I don't see any sensor. I don't see any sensor here. This is interesting. By the way, these are the LEDs that's flashing in a circle. I just see a LED here. I don't see a sensor, so I will close it in order not to ruin this part. I don't know, maybe there was a bad connection between some of the boards. So sometimes you don't find, this is not a screw, oh, it is. Sometimes you are not sure that you found a problem, and then when you are closing it all back together, it is starting to work. Hopefully this will be the case. When closing the screws, you have to be aware that too much force is not a good thing, so you need to apply a reasonable force till it looks that it is okay, and not to continue more than it seems. So I'm now putting everything back together. There is a missing screw now. I had 8. Now I have only 7. Ha! This is something that I really don't like. Okay. Maybe I missed something. There were 7. I'm not sure. Anyway, 7 is not a bad idea. Okay. Let's check again to see if other than LEDs I see any sensor here. Maybe the sensor is inside the camera. I don't know what I do here. By the way, there is a tiny rubber over the camera that is already gone, meaning it will not be water protected. So I think I can remove it because it is, anyway, it is not doing the job anymore. Okay, so let's do the reverse. Okay, doing the reverse connection. So this was connected. There are 2 connectors in both sides, and I want to remind you that we had these screws here. By the way, I don't remember. I remember. There were only 2 screws, one here black and one here, another black one. It's on isolation. I'm not sure about these 2 screws. I think now just keeping the camera in its place. Now there were the spacers and the top board over all these parts. Now I have these screws. 1, 2, 3. And don't forget this connector and the antenna board. I don't really remember why I disconnected it. The antenna is a coax, so there is an input and output side, which you need to be very gentle about it. is going. Don't remember about the antenna, why I did it. Okay, the antenna is not a good idea. I will try to see if I have another antenna that is suitable for this frequency, and maybe I will put it instead. A second. So what I did, I connected the antenna, and there is the ground and the main, and I'm checking that there is no short between them and there is no short, so this is how it should be. It's not maybe the best antenna, I don't remember why I did it, but it should do the work. So now what is left to do is to reconnect the battery. And check if the problem is solved. So first I will do a reset. Okay, the problem is solved. Now how to show you? This is pretty simple. You go to your camera and you don't see I will zoom on my camera, zoom out. You don't see the LEDs, but if I'm pressing, so now I see the LEDs, and the LEDs means that now it will emit light. Okay, you can see the LEDs on the camera even without my camera. So the problem is solved after opening and closing. So probably there were bad contacts. So now I will see in the night, in the dark, I will see the picture. And that's all. So thank you. Hope this will help anyone. So what you need to do basically is to open and connect everything again and then close it. This solves the problem for me anyway. So thank you and bye.